So in this video we're looking at solving or simplifying inequalities. And with inequalities, you treat them in a manner similar to equations when it deals with moving things from the left to the right. The big difference, of course, is when you divide or multiply by a negative number, then you switch the inequality sign. And so let me do this problem first, and then we'll come back here. In this problem, we're trying to get x by itself, and you can subtract 1 from both sides. And so that leaves you with 4 is greater than or equal to x over 5, okay? What do you do when you're solving for x and you have a number on the bottom? You multiply both sides, right? And so you have 20 is greater than or equal to x, or x is less than or equal to 20, because 20, of course, is bigger than x. So x has to be less than 20, okay? Less than or equal to. So that's the first one there. Now let's look at this problem. You distribute the negative, you get minus 4 plus, the negative times the negative is positive, plus 5p plus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 16 plus 10p. Okay, and so then you add like terms, negative 4 plus 3, you have negative 1 plus 5p on the left side. And on the right side, we have negative 16 plus 10p. Okay, I like to move all my variables to the left side. You can move them to the right if you want, but I put the variable on the left side, so then my answer can be like x is equal to 5. And so in this case, I'm going to subtract 10p from both sides. So that leaves me with negative 1 minus 5p is greater than or equal to negative 16. And so you go back, we see we distributed the negative in, we added like terms, we moved that down, kept it consistent. Now we subtracted negative 10 from both sides, and then we have negative 1 minus 5p. We add 1 to both sides, and so we get negative 5p is greater than or equal to negative 15. We divide by negative 5, which means we're going to change that sign, and our answer is p is less than or equal to 3. We can talk more about the reasoning for switching the sign. You can play with the number line and see that. But if p is less than or equal to 3, that means p, okay, we use a bracket. So think about negative infinity, okay, and you get to 3, you stop, okay? So that means p is anything from, like 3 back to negative infinity. So we've written it in interval notation, and on a number line, you would go to 3, you put that, and you could put an arrow going back that way. So you need to know how to write your answer in interval notation, and you need to know how to write your answer on the number line. Don't get frustrated with the new notation. Just make sure that you look at the examples, look at the pattern. If you need to go online to look at more examples, do that, but go with an attitude of, I can learn this, I can do this, and by learning it, you might just be able to, you think about it, you just might help somebody else somewhere down the road. So please go back and keep learning and working hard. Thank you.